And good morning. Today we are back at Shade State Park in western Indiana. We are continuing with the Six Ravine Challenge. This is part 5 of the series, and we are at the Silver Cascade Waterfall. So join us, and thanks for coming along. All right, so we're on Trail 1 down a hugely long and very steep staircase. I much prefer going down this than going up, but it's still tricky. A lot of the stairs are too small for my feet. It's funny, I'm looking at an old geologic story of Shade State Park that looks absolutely ancient. It was put together by the IU Indiana Geological Survey, and it has a trail map in there, and the trail map in this survey does not match what we see today, and I got very confused. But anyway, we got down to the stairs, and we're walking down the stream bed toward the Silver Cascade Falls, or the Silver Cascade Waterfall. And this is an interesting fall, although we can't see much from up here, I don't think. Supposedly, if we go to a place called Lover's Leap, then you can get a much better view of it. But this is a convex fall. So, like I say, did I get a better picture here? Hopefully. Let's see what I got. But instead of just dropping down or something, you can see that it's kind of bowed out. Trying to put my camera out there so you can see it. There's too much vegetation in there. But that is interesting. You don't see too many convex falls. And one of the things the Geologic Survey said about this is that these falls were not developed as part of an erosional feature, which is a normal concave fall where you have a relief in the back of the fall. They are usually created by erosion. And they say this one was created by frost wedging. So you can look up frost wedging if you want. In the meantime, we're going to go back up these stairs, but not the whole way. And it's a very narrow, very steep staircase. Um, if you got big feet, sometimes it's difficult. And you can see right up here, there's a gap in the fence there. That's because that's the way to go back down this trail. And so this, I believe, is still Trail 1. Eventually, oh, look, I remember this day. I found a bunch of those little Nerf darts. So I'm just going to say, if you're coming out to the park, you don't need to play shoot 'em up with your Nerf guns while you're out here. And if you do, find all your little Nerf darts, okay? I think I found 3 or 4 of them this day. But this trail will eventually take us up to another really steep and long staircase. This one we have to go up, but it'll also take us to the Devil's Punchbowl. I'm frankly surprised they still call this the Devil's Punchbowl here. The one in Turkey Run they have now, it's just called the Punchbowl. It used to be called the Devil's Punchbowl when I was growing up. They took that out of there. They also had the Devil's Icebox, which is now just the Icebox. So someone got their panties in a twist or something and had those names changed. For some reason, I don't find that all that surprising. There's a really excellent road in Arizona for motorcycle riding, and it was Route 666, and there was a group of people who said that the number of accidents on this road was strictly because of the number involved with it, and that caused these accidents. Evidently, it had nothing to do with the fact that it is very twisty, lots of elevation changes, and it's a mountain area, so sometimes there's a lot of gravel in those corners. I consider it an advanced skills ride, but people do what people do. Just try not to get worked up about it. Now it is called Highway 191. If you want to go check it out, it's around Morenci, between Morenci and Hannigan's Meadow, is the really good parts, but there's a lot of extra good riding around there. This area usually keeps some water in it every time I've been down here, and it can be quite muddy. I've fallen in or got my feet stuck in muddy spots more than once. It can be kind of nasty sometimes, but it's very pretty in here, and I like it. But you just gotta be wary of your feet. Otherwise, this is a nice level place, you know, other than the mucky stuff. Um, People like to bring their dogs in here. Haven't seen too much other weird stuff. What else did they say about shades? Shades, there's numerous springs in shades where sandstone overlies siltstone. The rainwater percolates down and then flows through the lower part of the sandstone into the hillsides where it can emerge as a spring. So there are, and I think we talked about this on one of the previous ones where, oops, did I find, look at that. What is that? That's, looks like a Pepsi can or something. I'll throw it out of there so I can crush it. Yeah. But when J.W. Fridge was putting this all together, he was real big on the springs and their natural health benefits. So there are some. I haven't seen them in person. I should see if there's a map that kind of shows you where some might be. Maybe they're not just full-time artesian wells. That reminds me of what drink was it that used to talk about artesian water, and everyone had a bumper sticker that says "I break for artesians" or something like that. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But this is a nice area through here. There's, you know, it's a little clambery, but this part I'm going to stop here real quick because there was kids coming down, and I don't like to take videos of kids, so we took that out. And now we're coming up to the Punchbowl. I'll call it. It's the Devil's Punchbowl. So that's right up here. And we'll go past the stairway, and this is all done with erosion and, you know, settling, things like that. And you can see there's a stairway over it. I think we can see that coming up. Yeah, there you can see the bridge over it. So you can get another view coming across, which we'll probably see on the next one. And then I'll come back here to the stairs coming up here, and I gotta get across the mud. I've lost a shoe in here before. It can be quite deep. And then we'll head up the stairs, and I think I headed to trail 2, and then at some point on my next trail, this is the Lover's Leap we were talking about, where supposedly you can see more. I came out here and I couldn't see any more, so, you know, there's just too much in the way. So maybe as the leaves die back, I'll be able to see more. But there you go. Did I have more? Nope, now I'm just going to turn around. And then this is a bit of trash where I picked up the other day. I looked for that other crock, couldn't find it, but, you know, every day I get a little bit more. So try and keep your trash with you, take it, haul it out like you're supposed to, and that's all I got for today. Hope you catch me on the next one, which is our last one of this series. Thank you. Bye-bye.